Well, hello there, and welcome back to the 6-5 Summit. I'm Shelley Kramer, one of the founding partners of Futurum Research, and on behalf of my team at Futurum and everyone at More Insights and Strategies, we're really glad to have you. In this keynote session, Gavin Cato from Marvell Semiconductor is going to explore the borderless enterprise and how network data infrastructure is offering new opportunities for a wide variety of industries. I think you'll be amazed at the opportunities ahead. Let's check out what Gavin has to say.
Hi, I'm Gavin Cato with Marvell's Switching Division, and I'm really fascinated by change and how change brings about innovations that subsequently result in more change. I've been working on infrastructure most of my life, from service providers to data centers to campus to the edge, on hardware, on software, on systems, on management, on server, storage and networking, on solutions. And I haven't once experienced an endpoint. There's always another platform, another feature, another efficiency, and another opportunity to improve solutions to better meet customer needs. Perhaps the needs are always changing, and that in itself is the challenge. Change is a constant. As we experience the efficiencies and modernization of infrastructure, we look for how we better use it. Change is the constant. For example, I stood in front of my sink today and I was waiting for hot water. It was there yesterday, not today, for 4 minutes. 4 minutes I waited. We once hunted for water, and some still do. We dug wells to draw water and move from the nomadic experience. We built pumps to avoid drawing the water. We laid pipes to carry the water for us. Then we planted crops, promoted hygiene, and shifted to bigger pipes. Inline services were created. Water purification plants, household purification to change water from hard to soft, to change the taste, and recirculation pumps, so you don't have to wait for hot water. Still waiting for hot water, and given my background, I naturally related to this systems infrastructure. We moved from the ENIAC to mainframes to remote terminals. We developed enterprise data centers and client server capabilities, remote access, and mobility with wired connections. When wireless technologies emerged, applications developed for limited bandwidth. We moved on to Wi-Fi, now Wi-Fi 6, and then mobile, 2G, 3G, 4G, and now 5G. Cloud data centers grew in popularity with functionality that provided efficiency, reduced costs, and even pay-as-you-go compute and storage. Applications and consumer needs evolved, and requirements for lower latency, lower costs, data privacy, and security demanded managed services with local data processing and storage. Hybrid cloud experiences emerged. Cloud services were created for a range of workload requirements, from best-in-class experiences and reliability to OpEx and CapEx efficiencies. Delivered through different cloud service providers, multi-cloud, extended hybrid cloud solutions. Both compute and storage have and will continue to evolve. And our experience, our needs, as the digital transformation accelerates, also evolve. And cloud-native applications emerge. But these are all connected, whether to applications or just access. You are connected with an expectation to always be connected. Connected without the freeze in the application, which usually led to me losing Call of Duty. The waiting for the download or upload that took all night for an online backup. This elusive, secure, fast, reliable connection for the enterprise and for each of us individually. Our architectures and models are changing again. New endpoints are emerging. Sensors for thermostats, for building access, chemical contaminants, manufacturing processes within automobiles to see if we're paying attention to the rolling data center. The number and type of sensors are exploding. As the cost of connectivity and the sensor itself drop, we access them on our mobile applications and perhaps program some rudimentary routines. Don't let the AC come on when the windows are open. Monitor the temperatures in the data center and alert people if it spikes. Soon, these sensors will be interacting with each other without the additional programming, without us in the middle. They will learn the enterprise workloads and our routines more than just watching our management and replicating it, more than watching us turn the dial on a thermostat and replicating it. This will be analysis at a deeper level with AI, machine learning. It will deliver new experiences. Sensors will detect presence and adjust to our personal preferences, and adjust again when a friend or coworker walks in. They will analyze and adjust to the data created from multiple endpoints, workloads, infrastructure, and find the most optimal solutions for enterprise service delivery and management of service level agreements. For example, in retail, we walk in and pick up what we want and walk out. Inventory adjusts, pricing adjusts, orders are placed, transactions occur, and it's efficient. Systems figure out when we need items, and we don't even go to the store. It'll just show up. For autonomous driving, sensors outside the automobile will detect and recognize patterns with bikes, people, dogs, obstacles that exist not just at the intersection the car is visualizing itself, but at intersections throughout the city. It'll interleave traffic and people without vehicles stopping. Our interactions are guided by what we do, what others do, what is needed, what we prefer, and even our emotions. Tasks, not just routine tasks, are instinctively handled, and the world around us interacts with decisions much like ours. Enterprises learn from this and deliver new services, which, in turn, change our behaviors, our needs, and fuel the next innovations. Make no mistake, there's a pendulum swinging again. Enterprises and people like efficiency for costs, ease of management, and maximizing the value of our contributions of time. We have moved from a centralized compute to distributed compute, to balance based on workload needs, security, regulations, and cost, among other things. Storage has undergone similar growth and will continue based on efficiencies and protocols and reduced storage costs as technology drives towards subatomic levels. But it's all connected. Borderless, but connected. Performance of the network must improve, and I believe Layer 2, Layer 3 is not the area for the primary advancements of differentiation in the future. Layer 2, Layer 3 will be a commodity, and the emergence of hardware and software abstractions is just the beginning. Silicon extracted with industry standards will provide a platform for software development. Turnkey solutions, edge applications, software differentiation will be created through the use of AI, machine learning, infrastructure efficiency, and automation, and user experience by leveraging silicon capabilities. There's a pendulum. The sensors and hardware at every level, compute, storage, and networking, at the edge, along with the applications, will produce data which will eventually overwhelm the pipes. Much like building a dam and then asking your household plumbing to maintain the flow and pressure. The edge of the networks are changing. Compute will distribute. To some extent, storage will distribute, and local decision making will enable additional application innovations. Borderless innovations, connected innovations. Much like the telco saw over-the-top services, we will experience it again. It's borderless. We must manage it globally through globally distributed systems with simplicity and networks. Visibility. It's recognition not just of what we intend to deploy and then monitoring against the configuration designed by a network administrator with a very specific purpose in mind. It's visibility to the evolution of the applications, the workloads, and predictive adjustments to the network. It's not static. So however so small, we must improve performance, resolve things like jitter and latency challenges before they occur. We'll see analytics at line rate with a system that performs in-depth root cause analysis for system behaviors and telemetry that flexibly integrate quickly into orchestration and management systems. AI leverages the visibility to provide intelligence, to make these adjustments. But I expect it'll be much like my dad's interactions with me for my curfew growing up. Call me and let's talk about it. Wake me up and let me know what happened. Forget about it. I'll check with you later. A real-time analysis will offload services when and where it makes sense to the NIC, to embedded compute in the network, to standalone services. Flow-aware processing will enable smart traffic engineering and autonomous networks while delivering optimal performance to workloads. AI will be used to improve local security, proactively positioning with a global perspective to secure data at creation, in transport, processing, and in storage. The hardware has to support it. Data can't be in the clear on the boards themselves. Secure boot is a staple. And the security sensors throughout the silicon will baseline a zero trust integrated security platform. Microsegmentation and the risk management will be inherent, but adaptable to new environments. And performance. All of this enables performance to levels we haven't imagined. Innovations that create autonomous behaviors with proactive efforts for insights and efficiencies. Bandwidth transactions at the edge, much like in the data center and carrier mobile networks, is inevitable. I remember when echo cancellation entered the picture and we were thrilled to have a 9600 baud modem. Now home networks are using 1 gig as a standard and we'll move on from there. Video cameras from high def to 4K to 8K. Home NAS with cloud backups, intelligent photo libraries, personally customized sign advertising based on your presence. Shopping globally, walking in and out so retail can focus on service levels. Customized medical services wherever you happen to be. Financial transactions secure from identity theft, and enhanced entertainment experiences, whether gaming at home or someday watching a Duke basketball game in Cameron again. The edge of networks as we know it is changing. A new edge is coming. It's borderless. We'll see it, we'll manage it, we'll secure it. The innovations that provide our mobile experiences, that drive our enterprises, that adjust to our environment, to our preferences, that maintain a global good, and even the hot water will come eventually. I'm Gavin Cato with Marvell Switching Division. Thank you for your time.